Have you ever met someone who look at them and you're like, this person definitely thinks they're better than me. Yeah, they definitely do. You see them walking and you're like, why are you walking like that? That's weird. And they keep walking and you're like, what are you trying to do? Set a trend or something like that? You think you're a better walker than me? Maybe they have a slight bounce in their walking style. And it can't help annoy me sometimes. Really. You think you know how to bounce better than me. Sometimes I look, a man probably has a large beard after this point, and I'm like, amazing. And he says, I've just been growing these for the last 6 months. And I'm like, this beard is like 2 years old, and it's not even 1/8 of your size. Are you trying to say you're better than me? Yeah, is that what you're trying to imply? Sometimes I'll see another guy with a big afro. I know that was a trend a while back. It still is to some people. Big afro, like 1 meter high. I don't know. That's an exaggeration, but you get my point. And he's like, this is just 3 years old. I'm like, mine is 5 years old. Why is it not even 1 inch high? What's wrong with my hair? You definitely think you're better than me based on your tone. Sometimes you listen to the tone and you're like, you're a very commanding and authoritative tone in how you deliver things. You definitely think you're better than me. You do. I can tell you're not saying it, you're trying to be humble. But I can see it, I can see right through the act. You definitely think you're better than me. And babies especially. Babies annoy me so much. I see a baby is like 6 months old. Six. And guess what they're doing? They're walking like there's some animal in the forest. I'm like, it took me 1.5 years to walk. This baby definitely thinks he's better than me. Why can't he crawl for much longer? He has his whole 80 or 90 years to live. Why does he only have to crawl for 1 month? Well, I had to crawl for like 8. That's 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 just not okay. And the baby is just showing it to everyone, trying to make me look bad, and trying to show everyone that he or she is better than me. Yeah, I'm not going to accept this behavior, no. People just act like they're better than you. You see a well-dressed man, and you're like, oh, that's good. Then the following day is even dressed better. You're like, okay, where are we going with this? The third day is on a tuxedo. I'm like, what the hell, bro? Huh? What message are you trying to send to this world? Are you trying to tell me that you have a better fashion sense than me? What are you trying to tell me? I know you're not telling me anything, but you're telling me a lot. Because actions speak louder than words. You may not be saying it, but your actions are saying it more loudly than your words. You definitely think your fashion sense is better than mine. Well, I only wear one thing most of the days. So, yeah, he definitely thinks they're better than me. You've seen someone like quiet, yeah. Like you're arguing with them, but they're quiet. They're not saying anything. They're not responding. They're not beating you up. They're not shouting back at you. They just calm and relax, like nothing is happening. And then I wonder, you're going to just let me shout and do all these things, and you're not going to act or react or anything like that. You think your way of handling conflict is better than mine? You silently think you're better than me for not reacting in an angry manner to my angry insults. Who do you think you are? You're just a human being. Why would you ever think you're better than me? I know you're not saying it, but I can see it. I can see right through your good actions. Yeah, since you've seen other people like use smart words. Yeah, there is kind of people. You will give them a very simple question. Let's say it's a doctor. Let's just assume it's a doctor. You say my leg is aching. And then we start telling you your fibula cerebral corticosis is missing some ligament fluid. And you're, what the hell are you talking about, doctor? I told you my leg. Use terms I can understand. Say the side of your leg that is slightly fatter than the other side of the leg is what is causing the blood that is rising up the 21st century development of, yeah, something I can understand. You definitely think you're better than me. Using terms I don't understand to explain to me something so simple. Yeah, you definitely think you're better than me. You're not saying it, but you're saying it. You're really saying it with very few, or a lot of words actually. Those actions, yeah. You're also seeing people use big words, like they're doing a speech or something like that, and then they find the most complicated words to explain what they're trying to say. I know they probably convey the message better to the experts, at least. The experts, when the experts look at the transcript, they're gonna be like, "This guy is a genius. He ticks all the right boxes. He knows the right words to use at the right time to pass the right message to the right people for the right purposes and for the longest right time that is possible." That's what experts are going to say. But even these experts think they're better than me. Yeah, I'm something against these experts. Why do they only worry about what our experts are thinking about? Why do I have to be an expert? No, the experts certainly think they're better than me. Even the homeless man thinks he's better than me. Yeah, I know this might be controversial, but when I walk next to a homeless man, I'm like, you definitely think you're better than me. You definitely think you are capable of handling the cold of the night without having some shelter. You definitely think you don't need a medical cover. And you definitely think that, yeah, you definitely think a lot of things. A lot of things that are wrong with me for not living your lifestyle. And I look at them and I'm like, you definitely think you're better than me. And there are so many reasons I can pinpoint that I will not, for the sake. I know this is controversial, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for it, but that's just how I feel. Sometimes I walk. Sometimes I walk next to a black man or a black woman. Let's say that it's a black woman, and they're very dark. Like I know I'm black, but if you're to put this color on a paper and ask someone whether it's black, they might not say it's black. But I find the definition of black in a person, and I'm like, you're what people call a black person. And then I wonder, how can you be walking like this? Walking like this, being the definition of black. When I'm black, I cannot enjoy my privilege as a black person because of you. When people look at me, they see me as less of a black man than you. You definitely think you're better than me for being definitively black. And it's annoying. It's an annoying thing. Why don't you tone down the confidence? Act not confident. Act a bit uncertain about yourself. But you're walking with so much confidence, being blacker than me. What am I going to become now? I can't be white. I can't be Asian. I can't be Latino. I can't be Arab. The only thing I have is black, and you're taking it away from me. You're moving the attention all away from me. You definitely think you're better than me. And there is no other better way to explain it. And some maybe it's the female species. Yeah. And sometimes she's walking on the street, just the way she looks. Maybe it's a hairstyle or the style of her makeup or just her body shape and everything and how she's talking to people. You just look at them and it's like, you think you're better than me? Yes, because I'm just dressed ragged, walking with no specific pattern or angles, no makeup on. My hair looks like a cotton field. Yeah, and I'm just living life in this world like I don't care. Why don't you care like me? Like, why don't you not care like me? You definitely think you're out of my league for some reason. I know you're not saying it. You're probably very friendly. You probably are not even ever have never said you're out of anyone's league. Maybe you are the best person in this world. Who knows? But secretly, very secretly, in the secret, most secret parts of your mind, just your personality and your character may be the greatest in this world. But I'm like, you definitely think you're out of my league. You definitely think all women, not all women. You definitely think all men are trash. You definitely think all men are dogs. You haven't said it. I know you haven't said it, but you're thinking it. You are, and I know you. I can't get into your mind, but I know you are. Sometimes you find a good soccer player like Messi. Like Messi is so talented, scoring a hat trick whenever he feels like it, and yet he doesn't have to work hard for it. Apparently, it just came naturally to him. While we see Ronaldo and his effort, like his hard work, waking up at 3 a.m. and sleeping at 2 a.m. Just 1 hour sleep, making sure he's training every day to become the best in the world. Yet Messi just wakes up out of bed and scores 3 goals like it's nothing. Then I'm like, Messi definitely thinks he's better than Ronaldo. I know he's not saying anything about being better. He hasn't, at least not as far as I know. But looking at it, I can't help but think Messi definitely thinks he's better than Ronaldo. Somewhere inside his mind, in the deepest and darkest corners of the mind, he's definitely thinking about that. Yeah, and and in so many instances, I should wonder. Like I saw, I've seen these people who build like buildings, like skyscrapers and something, you know, and then you find like a whole skyscraper is held at the bottom, like at the foundation with four pillars. I don't know how to explain it better, but the architect designed it in such a manner that an entire building of like 20 stories is held together by about 8 beams, I think. I'm not sure how many they are, but it's not a strong foundation. That building looks like it's gonna collapse anytime. And I'm like, the architect who built this and the engineer who built this, definitely they think they're better than me. Why didn't they not look at it and think this is a hazard, it's gonna cause collapse and death and everything? Then there are people who fly on airplanes. Yeah, those people who skydive. I'm like, how on earth do you skydive? Are you not afraid of the parachute not opening and you landing on the ground with an explosion? I wouldn't do that. And for you doing that, you're showing that you're braver than me. Yeah, you're definitely telling people you're braver than me. You're telling people you're more confident than me. You're telling people you are more of a daredevil than me. You're telling people you're the best. You're not saying it. I know you're not saying it. You're saying, "Oh, I'm just having fun. I'm an adventurous person, and all these niceties and all that." But that's not what is going on in your mind. You're definitely looking at me and saying, "I'm better than you," and I can feel it in my bones. I can feel it inside my brain everywhere. I can see the prejudice you're holding against me. You say you're better than me. I can see people going to the gym. Like I don't go to the gym, but I see people going to the gym and then they come walking like this. Apparently, when the muscles grow so much, you're unable to walk normally like a person, and you have to walk like you're a giant or something of that sort. I'm like, I know you're going to the gym and it's healthy and all that. Yeah, but the way you're walking, like the way you're displaying your muscles, you're trying to say you're better than me. You are. You're saying it. You're not saying it with words. But as I said before, actions speak louder than words. You think you're better than me. And I see people eating healthy. I know it's healthy. I'm sick and I should be eating healthy, and that's my fault. I'm not going to blame anyone for it. But I see someone eating raw greens, not cooked. Apparently, that's the best way to eat them. You get all the nutrients that were destroyed by fire or something like that. But I see this person eating healthy and I'm not eating healthy. I'm like, this person definitely thinks he's better than me. He or she does. It it doesn't matter what they say, whether they are trying to just worry about their health and their long survival and they encourage you to do that also. No, they are secretly thinking they are better than me. Yeah. And there are so many other people. There are people who I have seen doing some very strange things, like some, yeah, I don't even have the words to put it. Sometimes I look and I'm like, why does everyone look like they think they're better than me? Am I that badly down? What is going on in my life? Am I lost or something? Is there something I should be doing? Why am I not getting that feeling when I look at other people? Or maybe they are not thinking they're better than me. Maybe I don't know.